Is it just me, or is that not Lotus in that bed that Tommy and Blue just kidnapped? And if it is Lotus, madam, now you finna go to war with the concierge? What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queens Men video. And in this video, I'm breaking down season 2, episode number 18. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queens Men videos. I'm your good sis, you love to talk TV with, and we're gonna get into this episode because quite a lot happened and it's a lot to unpack. We are 2 episodes away from the end of this season, which should be premiering tomorrow because I'm recording this on Wednesday. Those 2 episodes should drop, and then we are done until season 3. So I feel like this episode was again in line with the last 4 episodes, which were really story building, plot laying, like build up. The next 2 episodes are really going to be explosive, and I'm really excited for their premiere. The start of this episode starts off right after the drive-by that Lotus calls for the for Eden. And there's a news camera or news crew on site before the police get there, before you even hear any type of sirens, ambulance, or anything. That's giving a little bit strange. It's giving you a little bit tipped off. And I love the opportunity to call that out, to check this raggedy ass news person, and then also get a little bit of information that she was actually looking for before seizing this man's camera and letting him know what it is, what it ain't, breaking his nose and sending him on his merry way, as she should. When I first started watching this, I was like, I know this hoe is not about to give an interview while all these people are like injured and dying outside. Everybody's scrambling. It's a ton of calamity. But, you know, we gotta trust Madam. Madam knows exactly what she's doing when she's doing it. And that's something that she had to remind Tommy of. She had to get with him real quick because she's tired of him telling her what she should and should not be doing. He need to just be following orders. Get that damn chair on the stage like she said. Okay? I think that Madam handled herself beautifully in this episode. It seems like this would have been the moment where all of the tension and stress that she had been feeling, all of the build up from El Fuego and the break and the expensive insurance with that, to Face killing Miss Patty, to Aunt wilding out and all the girl, like all of these things are happening around. Lotus is coming for her, and now this is the second time that Lotus is coming for her. It feels like there is no breaking point for Madam, even though I know there's a breaking point for everybody. I would have thought that in this episode she would have crumbled, she would have folded, but she really just fell back into herself, got more resolute, got more strategic, and just wasn't playing no damn game. She wasn't playing with that damn FBI agent when she brought her goofy ass in there trying to talk, and it's like, ma'am, the crime scene is outside, so take your ass outside. There might be bullets in here. You can get a little bit fragment from this wall, fragment from that wall, but you cannot make this a crime scene. And my lawyer's already talking to the DA, and we're gonna be back open by tomorrow. So try again. You need to take you and your investigation, whatever else you got going on in your mind, out the fuck side before I lay hands on you. Is that a threat? Most certainly is. Would you like me to say it again? Even though I don't like to repeat myself, so now it's gonna be worse for you. I absolutely love the energy that Madam gives to this guy's FBI agent, because I don't like her for whatever reason. I want it to be revealed of like what her big ass issue is, because it's definitely not that she's just doing her damn job, and I don't like her. So I absolutely love all the energy that Madam has for her when she has these interactions. And then from there, you know, Madam is just going down the line. She pays a visit to Miss Tandy, who getting her little freaky self off in her little dominatrix ways that she liked to do with these 2 people. And now Madam gotta lay these people out because she wants to still act big and bad, like Madam won't put her down as well. Like, Miss Tandy, I don't know what else this woman has to do for you to believe that she is not to be with. You keep playing with your life, and I don't know how many times I gotta tell you to play with something safer, because guess what? The next time Madam gotta come to your funky ass house, that is it for y'all. This will be passed along in the will. Where your kids at? Hope you got some, because all this is going up for auction. You are going to be laid to rest. You keep messing up with Madam. Even though she says in this episode that she's not going to bother her anymore, she's not going to come for her no more. Madam tells her, I'm not coming back to this house. I'm tired. She, you know, puts the gun up to her head, threatens her mom and all that. And then Miss Tandy's like, okay, cool. I'm not going to bother you no more. I don't believe it. Miss Tandy don't know the fat meat is greasy. She don't believe that the stove is hot, and she's not going to stop until Madam stops her. And unfortunately, that's going to look like her finding herself 6 feet under. Now from there, next person on the list is the judge, who is trying to enjoy a nice bath and some wine. And I already knew the judge's days were numbered, because if Miss Tandy was the one who like thought that it was just fun and cute to play these games and just didn't trust that Madam was really dangerous, but kind of knew, the judge used her position to feel like she actually was above what was going on. Like, she uses the fact that she's a judge and that Madam is dead ass wrong for killing all these people, and she's gonna pay, and like whatever little sanctimonious high ground that she finds herself on, to try to validate that. And it's like, girl, you have laid down in bed with dogs and wonder why you have fleas. She would not stop. I do think that if Miss Tandy is going to stop because she said she's going to stop, okay, cool. I don't trust it, but I could see it happening. With the judge, it's like the Terminator. So Madam really did have to go ahead and drop that little radio in there and take her out, because from her position as a judge and feeling like justice and law and order, yada, 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 and that she has to be stopped and Madam will eventually be stopped, she was never going to stop coming for Madam, even though she should have taken the hint when Madam drowned her ass. I really just don't understand. Once you take one L, next the second L, how many L's do you feel like you need to take before you realize, you know what, this is not the person for me to be messing with? I guess that would be the last one, because, you know, Madam had to go ahead and end you to get down to the bottom of where the hell does Lotus live. And once she finds out that information, now she gets to play on the concierge's heartstrings and his horniness and get him over, even though part of me feels like he did not actually leave the penthouse. Like, he knew, he's like, what are you up to? And I feel like he knew that there was something up with Madam summoning him the way that she did. And it's not going to be as easy as it looked for Tommy and Blue to come in there with the little laundry basket, bang Lotus over the head and throw her ass into this little box and carry her away. I really don't feel like this was Lotus. I feel like this was a plant. I feel like the concierge got her out of there. And I hate that for him, because at this point it's like, let's figure out how you don't want to be married to this girl. You said of this business arrangement, and y'all don't judge me because I'm about to validate all of this criminal activity, and I have been riding for Madam, because all the Queen's Men is low-key like my little gangster fantasy. And if in another life I was a criminal mastermind in a queen pen, I would probably like want to be a lot like Madam. And we just gonna go ahead with imagination right now. This is not real life. Most of the stuff I talk about with these shows, you can relate to my real life. I'm not validating this in real life. However, concierge, why aren't we working with Madam to figure out how we can get from up under this girl? Because you don't even like her. It's a business for arrangement, and mistakes happens all the time, baby. Why can't she fall ill or fall in the field, and then that's what you explain to her damn parents, and now you're free of this woman that you don't want to be with to begin with. You still maintaining the business relationship that come from this personal relationship, and you able to move on and keep joining the Mile High Club with the girl that you really want to kick it with. Like, it's giving simple to me. It's giving very simple to me. Instead of you trying to preserve this lady life and keep coming to Madam, don't come after her. Meanwhile, the girl is coming after Madam. What the hell do you expect her to do? But you know what? I really think that the concierge was able to see through what Madam was putting down, because Madam don't apologize. And the fact that she said that she was sorry, that's red flag number one. Now, in other news, Amp is still continuing to be the goofy ass Amp that he is, but we get to see him breaking a little bit, because the new guy's like, oh, Dime is fine, and now he want to get an attitude because the new guy's interested in Dime. So I'm assuming that next episode, when Dime gets a ride home from old boy because something wrong with her car, or because the car caught bullets, Amp is gonna wind up seeing that and feeling away. Why we feel away? Because we don't like her, right? She ain't nothing but a hoe in a, right? She ain't never been nothing, right? You just want to run up in all these other little skanks, right? While I want to see Amp suffer behind the idea of seeing Dime give him the same energy that he's been giving her, I also don't even want to see Amp anymore, because he truly disgusts me, similar to how Face disgusts me. But I think the Amp is starting to disgust me a little bit more. Speaking of Face, he get arrested by the end of the episode, y'all, because he's trying to sneak out the back. At this point, Madam, why in the hell didn't we set up some bunkers or some dorms so that he can stay his ass in there? Because where exactly are you going? To the house with the mattress on the floor and no damn furniture because Patty took that you wasn't going nowhere anyway. Like, you should just stayed your ass up in there. You needed to get your car swapped out. Madam needed to rent you something, and then you could leave during the daytime and like mask it up. Like, are we criminals or are we not? Like, why are we moving like we don't know how to move? Again, don't charge this to me, y'all. I promise you I'm not a criminal for real. I really enjoyed this episode. Shout out to Doc for not letting Midnight incriminate himself or anybody else. While he was talking, at first I was like, oh, Doc, I don't like that with you. Like, oh, mind your business. He was telling Midnight, don't get involved, this, that, and the third. And I thought that he was just being a little goofy ass male who wants to protect the bullshit that males do. But I forgot that he still had the jacket that, you know, had the bug on it. But before the episode can finish, he's like, yeah, I'm done with this whole bug. He decides to put the damn jacket in the microwave. I mean, that works too. You could have also just thrown the shit away, put it on the truck, and let that shit ride to California and let them figure it out. Another of the most interesting parts of the episode to me was the confrontation that El Fuego experienced from Sandra's father, who was looking for her, and he played it off. I was thinking that he was gonna have the hurt in his eyes, he was gonna look guilty and all that, but you could tell that he really don't like this man, and this man really caused a lot of trauma for him and really effed up their relationship, because he was standing 10 toes down of like, I ain't seen this woman, get out my face, get away from my door, why are you talking to me? And that man was trying to run game, was trying to run guilt, was trying to fake apologize and all of that, and El Fuego stood 10 toes down, which is what I was telling y'all. We could trust him. Madam, you ain't need to take this girl out and put this boy through all of this to stop him from running to the police, because he's a solid guy at the end of the day. And my God, he ain't never been fine, I don't think, y'all. I mean, he's always pretty fine, but like, he looked really good in this episode, and I don't know what it was about it. I really don't. Now, I think that is pretty much all that went down. Again, I feel like this episode was a good amount of setup. I'm really looking for the last 2 episodes of the season. Tell me what you thought about the episode in the comment section down below. Give this video a like because you made it all the way to the end, and I believe that you liked it. And I will see you in my next All the Queensmen video. Bye.